Happy Monday and welcome to the third installment of our weekly video newsletter. We've got 3 weeks left before school ends. That's not much time, so let's find out what we're going to be doing this week. We're going to start with student shout-outs. I found a way to put very blurry photos of the students getting shout-outs this week up on the screen. I don't know if you can recognize this one from all the blur, but this is Jeremy Valdez. Jeremy's getting a shout out this week because he is an excellent example of the IB learner profile trait of being balanced. Jeremy, for some miraculous reason, is able to get every single assignment done and do it well. You've got to be extremely balanced to pull that off when you've got so many classes and so many assignments and things going on at all times. Jeremy, thank you so much for showing us how to be a great example of a balanced learner. Second up, we've got Adam Ellis. Adam Ellis is looking a little stretched out in this photo, but we know what he looks like even though we may not have seen him for a little while. Adam is getting a shout out this week because he is an excellent risk taker. Risk taker is one of the hardest IB learner profile traits for someone like me who doesn't like to put themselves out there. Adam has no such fears. Adam is always a great example of how to get out there, take risks, ask the questions that need to be asked, and find out what he needs to do. He is not afraid to share his opinions with anybody and support those opinions with his own experiences. Thank you, Adam, for showing us how to be great risk takers. And last but not least, shout out to Eva Verardo. Eva's almost unrecognizable in this stretched out picture, but hopefully you know who she is. Eva's getting a shout out today because she's an excellent example of the IB learner profile trait of being caring. Eva cares about her friends, she cares about her schoolwork, she cares about her teachers. I have yet to see a situation in which Eva is not caring for the people around her and the work that she's completing for class. Thank you so much, Eva, for showing us how to be a caring IB learner. So this week, we have 3 things that we need to get done. The first is the reading of The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. So this week we're going to be reading chapters 14 through 19. Just so you're aware, when we say through 19, that means we are reading to the end of 19. So this week we're reading chapters 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. It's at least 45 minutes of reading if you're using the audiobook. And you'll notice that the last 2 weeks of school, the ones that come after this, we're going to be doing even more reading because we still have 15 chapters left in the book and only 2 weeks after this to get them done. So we're going to do a bit more reading in an effort to get all the way to the end of the book by the end of the school year. So after the reading, we have race paragraph number 3. The topic is exactly the same as race paragraph 1 and race paragraph 2. It's just tailored to the chapters we're reading this week. So you'll choose one piece of imagery or one piece of symbolism from the chapters 15, 16, 17, 18, or 19 to write about in a third race paragraph. This will be your final race paragraph for the year. Next week, we're going to take our 3 race paragraphs that we've written and we're going to turn them into a full-length essay where those 3 paragraphs become your 3 body paragraphs in your full-length essay. And then you'll just have to add an introduction and a conclusion to make your full 5-paragraph essay. And there will be video explaining more how to do that at the beginning of next week. So for that reason, it's super important that if you're getting comments from me that say you need to revise race paragraphs and resubmit them, that you please do that as quickly as possible. If you revise them now and get them perfect, then you don't have to make any changes for the essay next week. You just need to drop those paragraphs in and then write your introduction and your conclusion. So please pay attention to the comments that you're getting on Google Classroom when these race paragraphs are returned to you. Additionally, if you are asked to revise and you do not, then you have not earned credit for the assignment in PowerSchool. You will see in PowerSchool that it's marked as incomplete with a comment that says needs revision. The last thing you need to accomplish this week is a rough draft of your mandala. So this is just a sketch of your ideas of what you want your mandala to look like on a regular sheet of paper. To turn this in, you'll need to take a decent photograph. Make sure that it is clear and so that I can check it out and give you feedback if there's anything you need to change before you start your final draft. A lot of people have already completed their rough drafts and are already ready to start working on their final drafts. If this is the case for you, go ahead and email me a picture of your rough draft so that I can check it out, give you some feedback, and then you can get started on your final draft right away. Last but not least, an information for this week, I have made our class meeting on Wednesday optional. I wanted to make sure everybody has time to get the extra reading done this week, get their mandala sketched out, and also write your third race paragraph and take time to revise paragraphs 1 or 2 if needed. And so for that reason, because I can't go over the 30 minutes a day of assigned work, I did make our class meeting optional. So it'll be held at the same time. I would love to see your faces there, but know that it's not mandatory and it is not counted into the required 30 minutes a day worth of work. All right, if you have any questions, give me an email and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Have a great week, guys.